Aloha. I'm State Representative Angus McKelvey, and I'm Chair of the House Economic Revitalization, Business and Military Affairs Committee. And I'm joined here with my colleagues today, as well as those in the military community that are supporting our efforts to truly make Hawaii a place that will respect and work with our servicemen, both our National Guards and our federalized servicemen, on making sure that their tour of duty and the facilities they have in Hawaii are second to none. I'd like to first introduce our Majority Floor Leader, Representative Cindy Evans from the Big Island. On my left here is Representative Mark Takai from Newtown, Maalaea, and Representative Barbara Marumoto. And here we have a representative of the Oahu Veterans Club, Mr.
Dennis Egge.
Dennis Egge. Thank you for joining us. Thank you all. We'd like to have this press conference today to talk about some of the House bills that we are initiating to work with our military members, both on the federal and the National Guard side, to address their needs and concerns. The timing is crucial not only from a perspective of supporting our troops and the work they do, but also of taking advantage of the proposed $708 billion of federal spending that is expected to come down for military this year, much of which will be directed to Hawaii. Some of the bills that we have in here this year, one of them is HB 1899. That is a bill which will allow our servicemen who are stationed overseas and women to be able to participate in the elections by having access to an absentee ballot. We also have another measure that's moving forward that would move the primary election up 45 days to accomplish that as well. The other bill that we have here is HB 1942, and this is an exciting bill that would allow for the establishment of a veterans courts here in Hawaii. This project was initiated in New Hampshire and has met with great success. It allows for judicial resources to be allocated to veterans and to be able to ensure that they get the special recognition and support they need for the issues and cases that come before, much akin to the drug court, which has had success. And by working with our veterans and by being able to interdict with them on the judiciary level, we can get them the resources they need and be able to ensure that justice is served. Thank you.
Members of the House, the session will convene in 15 minutes.
Thank you. It's great to be with my colleagues and to be with you today to talk about our veterans and our active duty personnel, the ones that are there to protect our freedoms and our right to this democracy. And I think the bills that we have are very exciting this year. We have 14 bills and 1 resolution. I want to highlight maybe a couple for you. One is the Missing in Action POW flag. We're looking at public buildings. We're asking that that flag also be hoisted and be next to the Hawaiian flag and to the United States flag on public buildings. I think that is a really great acknowledgement of our missing in action and our POWs. Also, I personally like the one on child custody, where people that are deployed for a very long time overseas, that when they go to family court, that this is an issue that cannot be brought up and entered as part of an argument on who gets child custody. I think it's time that we look at maybe the inconvenience to the family, but that is not a reason to be brought up when it's in a family court case. So, you know, these are really important issues. And today I want to tell you that the Oahu Veterans Council, we're really pleased to be working with them this session, and they've taken a very active role, and they're here as a voice for the veterans. And with that, I'll ask Dennis to say a few words. Dennis Egge.
Thank you. As Representative Evans had said, we're 4 square behind everything that she and Representative McKelvey are trying to do for us. Our delegates at the Oahu Veterans Council in fact represent all of the military personnel and veterans who are residing and serve in this great state. And our interest is always in equal justice, and I think we're going to get a measure of that if the 3 bills that were mentioned today prevail, and we're working towards that end. Thank you.
Representative Takai?
Thank you. I just wanted to mention just a couple things. The first one is that we've been, as a legislature, been supporting military for quite a while. In 2004, we created the Military Appreciation Package, and I believe every year since then we've been focused on our military and families. And the reason for that is quite simple. The reason is we want to make sure that our service members deployed don't have to worry about their families here at home. We want them to focus on the fight, we want to focus on the war and their mission away, and we'll focus and care for their families here in Hawaii. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I've been working with my colleagues in coordinating the military appreciation package. And as a result of that, we would encourage anybody interested in testifying for any of our bills, these bills as well as the Senate companions, to contact my office at 586-8455, and we'll put you on our email distro and make sure that you get every single notice of every single hearing that will be forthcoming from the legislature as it relates to these bills. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Representative Barbara Marumoto, and we value our military, so we've introduced a bill that complies with federal law to move the elections earlier so that our military and our overseas voters have enough time to be able to receive their ballots and mail them back in time. So we would like to move the primary to August, probably the second Saturday in August, and then we'll be in compliance with federal law, and we'll give our military a better chance to be able to vote. Thank you.
Well, thank you again, everybody. I'd like to thank my colleagues as well as the Oahu Veterans Council for all of their work and support this year. And you can also look at any bills related to the military by going to www.capital.hawaii.gov, and you can actually sign up for RSS feed, which will alert you through your browser when any change or action has been taken on a bill, as well as utilizing, of course, Representative Takai's office for information on when these bills will be heard and getting testimony in, because your voice is important. Now more than ever, having the military's involvement in Hawaii is critical for our economy and for the betterment of our nation. And so with that, we'd like to basically say aloha and thank you again.